So this is your second book. This is going to be the one for week 6. So this is called Stuck. And just like this one, you can see there's also a tree on the front. This is from Oliver Jeffers, and we've done a couple of books from him in class, so you might recognise some of the features. And there's a little boy on the front. And the blurb says, it all began when Floyd got his kite stuck in a tree. Ooh. And now if you've done Monday's lesson, you might see a picture. So I'll show you that one. That's the picture that you've seen. Okay. And you've got to try and predict what you think the story will be about. But today you get to see what happens. Okay. Also, some of these pages are in like really dark colours, like this one. So hopefully you can see the pages. It all began when Floyd got his kite stuck in a tree. He tried pulling and swinging, but it wouldn't come unstuck. The trouble really began when he threw his favourite shoe to knock the kite loose. So you can see, kite in the shoe, and that got stuck too. He threw up his other shoe to knock down his favourite shoe, and unbelievably, that got stuck as well. In order to knock down his other shoe, Floyd fetched Mitch. Oh dear, Mitch is the cat. So if I was to think of something that would get stuck up a tree, I would instantly think of a cat. Cats get stuck in trees all the time. See, told you. But this was getting ridiculous. So now you can see the kite, the 2 socks, the 2 shoes, and the cat. Floyd fetched a ladder. He was going to sort this out once and for all. Yeah, I think I would get a ladder too. But look. And up he threw it. I'm sure you can guess what happened. I don't think he understands how ladders work, does he? The ladder was borrowed from a neighbour and would definitely need to be put back before anyone noticed. And in order to do so, Floyd flung a bucket of paint at it. And wouldn't you know, the bucket of paint got stuck. Then Floyd tried. A duck to knock down the bucket of paint, a chair to knock down the duck, his friend's bicycle to knock down the chair, the kitchen sink to knock down his friend's bicycle, their front door to knock down the kitchen sink. You can see, oh dear. The family car to knock down their front door, the milkman to knock down the family car, an orangutan to knock down the milkman, who surely had somewhere else to be. Where did he get an orangutan from? A small boat to knock down the orangutan, a big boat to knock down the small boat, a rhinoceros to knock down the big boat, a long-distance lorry to knock down the rhinoceros, the house across the street to knock down the long-distance lorry. Oh dear, you can see there, the author made a mistake. So that just goes to show that we all make mistakes. A lighthouse to knock down the house that no longer across the street. A curious whale in the wrong place at the wrong time to knock down the lighthouse. Hi, what are you doing? And they all got stuck. Ah, look at that picture. Crazy. Here comes help. A fire engine was passing and heard all the commotion. The firemen stopped to see if they could help at all. And up they went. First the engine, followed by the firemen, one by one. Oh dear. And there they stayed, stuck between the orangutan and one of the boats. Firemen would definitely be noticed missing, and Floyd knew he'd been in big trouble. Then he had an idea and went to find a saw. Think about what a saw could do. How's that going to solve the problem? Here he is with his saw. He lined it up as best he could. But he hurled it up the tree. That's not how an axe works. And that was it. There was no more room left in the tree, and the kite came unstuck. Floyd was delighted. He had forgotten all about his kite and put it to use immediately, enjoying the rest of his day very much. That night, Floyd fell asleep, exhausted, though before he did, he could have sworn there was something he was forgetting. What's he forgetting? They're all up there. They're all still stuck. Can you see? Oh dear. How are they going to get down? And someone says, hang on a minute, lads, I've got a great idea. What do you think that great idea is? That's our second book of week 6. And then I'm going to move on to the last book, which is something we're going to be doing in guided reading. Okay? See you soon.